Ignore the glare. It's just gonna be there, okay? I've had this ponytail in my hair since last night, and it's pretty obvious that it's been there since last night. Oh, it's a fun day. Okay, oh okay. Something weird just came out of my hair and just like floated onto my phone screen. I don't know why. Okay. Continuing on. I don't know why that's become a habit now, but like I do this a lot. Like just stick my tongue out. Like okay then. Like it's not even sticking my tongue out. It's just like sticking it to the edge of my teeth. Like just okay. I don't know where that came from. Like literally no one does that. Like just me. Just out of nowhere. I just decided to start doing that. Just okay. Oh, my neck hurts. Everything hurts. Ah. You know, yesterday when we went tubing and like me water skiing and stuff, like I did not have a problem. Like I was totally fine. I was like adrenaline rush. Like it was fun. I was having the greatest time. Today, I'm sore. So sore. So sore. Beyond sore. Like, goodness. Like, so sore. Like, ooh. I've also realized something that is not. I don't know how this old habit just started up again, but it has, and I'm like frustrated with it because like I don't even realize I'm doing it until after I've done it, and then I'm just like, shit, like I did that, like okay, like. But I've noticed recently I've kind of gone back into my little lying habit. So like I noticed a lot yesterday for some reason, particularly because like when I was talking to my friend, like I would over exaggerate on certain things and like I wouldn't even realize I was over exaggerating and just being dramatic until after I said it, and then I was like, well, it's kind of too late to take it back now. And then like um sometimes like when you're under pressure, because like when I was like telling them about my turtle popcorn, like they were all kind of staring at me and I felt awkward, so I was like and I felt like they were judging me, so like to feel more secure and stuff, I kind of started lying. But like it wasn't like a really conscious decision. It's just that like is like I used to lie constantly and not like and it used to be like second nature to me. And then so like now I've noticed, I didn't even notice until today though, that like I lie when I'm in uncomfortable situations. Well, it's not always lying, but it's like I exaggerate on certain things in uncomfortable situations. And I'm like, make a second persona for myself when I'm in uncomfortable situations. So there are two personas that I inhibit when I'm in an uncomfortable situation. Either I turn into a complete, like, shy wallflower, like, no one can see me, like, I am dead to you, you don't notice me at all. Slash, like, I kind of like ump my fear a little bit and like make it like seem worse than it is and like have other people pity me so that like I'm not like targeted by like people and like singled out and like I don't know. Like I don't know. I just kind of like act a little weaker than I am so that I get like other people's like sympathy and so no one like treats me like I don't know how to explain. Like nobody treats me like I'm like someone else, like just a normal person, and no one treats me like I'm like just the other person, like another person that you can just like fucking like make fun of and just like fuck around with, like, because I'm not. And so, and I want people to know that they like should sometimes be more careful around me, but then for some reason that turns into like me like amping it up and like having them pity me, which is stupid, I know. And then the other option for when I'm quiet slash shy version of me when in uncomfortable situations is just me being completely quiet and silent, just letting other people talk. And so yeah, And then another persona that I take when I'm in uncomfortable situations, which is the persona that I took yesterday. And it usually only happens when, like, I'm in front of a lot of people and they're all expecting something from me, and I feel like I need to give them something. So, like, I kind of, like, I'll start by telling the truth and stuff, but then, like, halfway through the conversation, when the pressure gets enough, like, I'll start fibbing and I'll start exaggerating certain things to make it seem, like, more confident than I actually am. And, like, I didn't even realize that I do this kind of stuff until, like, today, when I was, like, thinking about yesterday and how there are a lot of times where, like, I said something and it wasn't, like, I didn't give it a second thought, and I was just kind of like, yeah, I kind of, like, exaggerated a little bit, but, like, that's what I do all the time. Like, I exaggerate because I'm such a dramatic, like, drama person. But then, like, they would point out stuff to me where I, like, would fib or, like, exaggerate on certain things, and they'd be like, what do you mean? Like, this is clearly, like, a lie. And I was like, oh, like, I didn't realize. And then, like, yeah. It's, like, it's weird. I don't understand why. And, like, it's frustrating because, like, I've been going on a whole tirade where, like, I'm, like, honest and, like, I'm trying to be the most honest person that I can be. And then yesterday I realized that I'm not being an honest person. And, like, I lie / exaggerate to people all the fucking time, and I don't even realize I'm doing it sometimes. Or I do, and I just kind of, like, ignore it or make it seem less than it actually is. But regardless if it's fibbing or just exaggerating, like, it's still a lie in some form. And, like, I'm just honestly disappointed in myself because I thought I was better than going back to, like, lying. I mean, sure, I'm not lying about everything like I used to lie about everything when I was a kid, but, like, it's still lying, and it's, like, no better. And, like, it's just frustrating with I'm, like, just frustrated with myself about that. And then, what was I gonna say? My dad called today, and he was, like, trying to check up with, like, the packing and everything, and I was like, yeah, it's done great, like, totally fine, like, shh. And then I was, like, proceeded to tell him about my frustrations with my uncle, because my uncle and I've been getting increasingly frustrated with my uncle, and some of the stuff that I blame on him, like, is partly my fault because I procrastinate, and, like, I just procrastinate on a lot of stuff and don't think things through a lot of the time. Like, I almost never think anything through. And so, of course, on this, I'm procrastinating as well. But also my dad was procrastinating too. But, like, my uncle is one of those people who, like, he needs a plan for everything. Like, he needs everything exact. Like, he never procrastinates. He always takes his time with everything. He's probably, like, the slowest person I know. So he's not the most dependable person, especially with procrastinating. So just, it's become, like, a complete disaster with all of my plans, because this whole week, like, yesterday, I kept being like, Mike, like, Monday, because Monday is one of his few days off from work, so I planned to do a lot of the stuff that I needed to do for, like, travel prep with my uncle that day. So, like, get the money that I need, like, snacks, just, like, and then just, like, a few extra things that I might need as well. And then my dad wanted some snorkeling stuff from his garage, and I was telling him that, and I was like, yeah, dude, like, we should do this Monday because you're off Monday, like, we're good. But then, like, something happened with his work, he was suspended, and so we couldn't do that, and that sucked. And so I was like, okay, fine, whatever, we can still do it Tuesday. And then Tuesday, I called him multiple times, and he didn't answer me, and I was like, okay, like, thanks for answering your phone when I know, like, he was suspended, so I knew he was free Tuesday, but he still didn't answer me, and I was like, boy, like, are you kidding? Like, what? And then he finally does answer, and I'm just like, it's like, you're just, like, it's, like, really late already, and, like, because along with, like, planning to, like, go shopping and, like, getting the money that I need for traveling, I plan to have him pick me up and drop off popcorn at my friend's place, but, like, that didn't happen because he was, like, too busy to do it. So, like, we couldn't do it. And I had to call Uber and waste money on Uber to do it because he wasn't available. Or it wasn't that he wasn't available, it was just that he takes forever with everything. And, like, literally, like, is the slowest person ever. So, like, things that would normally take, like, maybe, like an errand for him that usually takes maybe an hour, like, for him would take 3 hours just because he's so slow. And he's, like, slow with everything. Like, he's slow. Then he needs, like, his little breaks between everything that he does. Which, I mean, I get mental breaks, but, like, it's just, like, frustrating because, like, I have to deal with, like, the fact that, like, he never answers his phone. Even when I text him, he doesn't answer me when I text him because even though he receives the text, he doesn't send me a confirmation to tell me that he's received the text. So how am I supposed to know that you got the text, first of all? And I'm freaking out because I don't know if he's got the text. Like, I don't know how I'm going to get transportation to these certain areas because you're not answering my texts. I mean, I get it. He's somewhat busy with his work and he's somewhat busy with his, like, me time, and he's slow with everything, but it's still very frustrating to deal with. Like, I love my uncle to pieces because, like, we get each other on, like, so many levels, but then at the same time he's so slow with everything. Like, I don't know if I've talked about it much because, like, I kind of have this, like, little thing where I kind of like see him with, like, rose tinted glasses a little bit sometimes because, like, I just, like, admire him a lot. But, like, there are also many adults have flaws. One of his flaws is that he never answers his phone. He's always slow with and busy with everything. And, like, he's not actually busy. He's just too busy for you. So that's great. Like, okay, like, that's fun. But, like, I get that if you're too busy for me, then fine. But, like, okay, but, like, we really, like, I need him because in order to get money out of an account, like, I need an adult. Like, I'm a minor. Like, I can't do that by myself. Like, also would prefer not to waste Uber money going from store to store, running errands to buy the shit that I need and going to his house and getting the stuff from my dad's place. I'm just like, oh, I'm, like, just so frustrated with that. And, like, it's just that I, like, forget how slow he is and how much he, like, prepares for everything. Like, he's one of those people who's, like, a planner, and, like, if he's not planned it out, if you haven't told him days beforehand, he doesn't do it. Like, he's just like, no, like, I'm not doing this for you because you're wasting my time because I'm doing this. Like, I'm not doing that for you because himself is priority. So, like, which I get, like, I am pretty selfish sometimes too and, like, want my things done first, but, like, we can multitask and, like, we can do both things at the same fucking time. Like literally, it's not rocket science. Like, you can compromise. You don't have to have everything for yourself first and then everybody else's shit done second, because I'm sorry, like, I know your shit is important too because, like, you have work and then he has, like, a few other things that he has to do too, but, like, I can't, like, do it by myself. Like, and literally my errands will maybe take an hour at most. He can sacrifice an hour. Like, he sacrifices, like, maybe 3 hours a day doing his workouts and his, like, TV. Like, he watches TV all the time. So, like, he literally, like, he can, like, make time for me. He just, like, doesn't answer his phone when I need him. And then, so he doesn't know when to make time because he never answers his phone and I can't communicate with him unless he's actually present. When he's actually present, he's great and he's willing to do whatever you want. But, like, when he's not present, which is the majority of the time, he's not available. Like, you can't talk to him because he doesn't answer his phone. Hardly ever. Like, 9 times out of 10, he doesn't answer his phone. Like, 9 times out of 10, he doesn't answer your texts. Like, how am I supposed to contact you? Like, just... So I'm stressing out about that. And then, like, I'm also stressing and, like, blaming myself because, like, I should have thought this through more. Like, I should have not procrastinated like I always do with everything. Like, but I wasn't the only one who procrastinated. Like, my dad procrastinated on the timing and the dates as well. And, like I said before, like, I planned, like, the date for Saturday last week, and my dad switched it up and changed it to this Thursday. And when I found that out, I should have, instead of being like frustrated with the fact that he changed it and like just getting mad about that, I should have like just bounced back and been like, okay, it's this day, now I have to plan for this day, which I did, but I did it delayed and procrastinated on that as well. So like, and not like majorly procrastinated, because I found like I figured it out that weekend, and like I did it on like Saturday, the rest of Saturday and then Sunday, and then on Monday like I had a plan and I told Mike the plan, and Mike just couldn't come through with the plan, so like that sucked. And then Tuesday, yesterday, he couldn't go through the plan either. And so today, Wednesday, literally the day before the flight, I have to fucking like figure out everything and like worry about if my uncle can actually make it, because I need those things. Like, I literally cannot fly without money. Like, well, I mean, you can fly without money because, like, I already have prepaid tickets, but, like, I can't get food. Like, I can't get, like, necessities without money. Like, I need that prepaid debit card, like, pronto. Like, it had to have been Monday, which I told him that, but he just he didn't want to make time for me. So, like, whatever, it's fine. But, like, it needs to happen today, otherwise I'm not going to be able to fly out tomorrow. Like, it's literally, I've already, like, made all of the plans that I can possibly make. Like, it's out of my control, which is so frustrating because I need this stuff done, and I'm depending on someone who literally is the slowest person and doesn't listen, and just, like, I'm so stressed. Like, these aren't, like, sad tears, they're just frustrated, which I'm such a crybaby because I cry over every little thing. But, like, these are just frustrated tears. Like, I'm not sad, I'm just frustrated because, like, although I procrastinated and I want to blame myself, it's also not my fault because I did plan and I made the plans and I told him of the plans multiple days. Like, multiple days. Like, multiple fucking days, man. And, like, he's bailed out and rain checked on all of them. Like, all of them. Like, just enough, man. Like, I love him to pieces. Like, I love all of my family. But, like, just, I, like, need shit done. Like, I need shit done, okay? And I can't do that shit by myself because I'm a snow miner and I don't have the manpower that they do, which is so frustrating because, like, so many things that I could do, but I can't. And, like, just, like, I was, like, 18 or 19, maybe even 20, like, I could be able to do this, like, no problem. Like, if I had a job and I had an income, like, I'd do this no problem, but I can't, because I don't have any of that, because I'm just 17, and I have to depend on them, and they're not dependable sometimes, and it's just, and then I feel bad, because my grandma keeps asking me, like, do you need money? Like, I can give you money and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't want to take her money, like, first off, and, like, I don't trust myself with, like, money. Like, I don't trust myself with, like, handheld money. Like, I don't, like, that's not, but if worse comes to worse, I'm just gonna have to, like, Uber it with my grandma, and she's gonna have to pay for my prepaid debit card, because, like, it's honestly becoming very, like, pertinent that my uncle is, like, he's not gonna do it. Like, he's just not. And then, so, today, at some point when I know he's actually home, I'm gonna, like, have to, like, go to his house and be like, yo, like, you did not come to me, so I'm coming to you to get the shit that I need from your house. But other than that, I'm leaving, okay? Because I've dealt with you for, like, let's see, I talked to him about it Sunday, so he had Monday, Tuesday to talk about it, like, to talk to me about it, but, like, he's just not. Like, he doesn't seem to understand the importance, because I told him, like, literally flying out Thursday, dude, we need to get this done in at least 3 days. Like, I would really love it to be done Monday, but, like, if you can't, then that's fine, whatever. But, like, and I haven't even mentioned the fact that I'm also stressing about it, the fact that because I'm such a mess, my life is such a mess, and, like, pretty much this entire summer I've been neglecting, like, myself, and, like, neglecting, like, doing normal people shit, and, like, actually taking care of myself, and, like, actually taking care of my room. My room is a super big mess right now, and, like, I mean, it's not a super big mess, like, it's just very cluttered, so that's frustrating, because, like, I have 2 pairs of glasses that I've lost in my room or somewhere in my life of a mess. I mean, my mess of a life, and like I can't even present it as right. And so basically I don't have glasses, and that means I'm blind. So like going through, because I have to go through San Francisco airport, then I have to go through the Miami airport, and then I have to go to Tegu, Honduras airport. So those are 3 airports that I have to navigate through, one of which does like has probably a lot of Spanish in there too. And I'm not going to be able to read it without the assistance of my glasses unless I use my camera, which even then I would have to like find the exact spot to find like where to like target my camera and like be able to like take a picture of it. Or I'll just have to like get over my fear of like interacting with people and just be like, yo, can you help me? Like random person, like please read this for me. But airports are usually pretty hectic, and like either people are bored out of their mind because they're waiting for their next flight, or they're like in a rush because they're trying to get to their flight. So like I'm like gonna have to pick and choose between the people that I like ask to help me, or if I ask the staff to help me. Like I don't know, but I'm gonna have to either have someone help me, or I'm gonna have to like wander around and guess which gates are the right gates, and like try and take pictures of shit because like my dumbass lost both pairs of my glasses, like literally both pairs. Like how? So I'm frustrated with myself over that, and I'm like blaming myself, or I want to blame myself for procrastinating, but in the end, it's actually not my fault because I didn't really procrastinate that much. Part of it was due to my dad procrastinating, and then the other part is just due to my uncle just like not being there. So technically it's not really my fault for procrastinating because I didn't procrastinate that much. Like I did plan a lot. I just like couldn't like execute those plans because of the people that I depended on procrastinated or weren't there. So in reality, it's technically not my fault, and I just have to accept that. But also, like, I want to blame other people. I mean, I want to blame myself, not other people, because I'm so used to blaming myself, not other people. But sometimes you have to understand, like, it's not in your control, and it's not your fault, because you weren't in control. And I'm not in control. Which is so frustrating, because I want to be in control, and I want to blame myself and be like, I can fix this. But I can't fix this, because it's not in my control to fix it. Because it's not... Like, it is my problem, but it's not my control to fix my own problem, which is so frustrating when you're dealing with, like, not being an adult yet and, like, not having the same responsibilities as an adult, but, like, also, like, you feel the pressure of, like, needing to be the responsible adult that everyone expects you to be, even though you're not technically adult yet. And, like, you literally can't do what they are supposed to be doing for you, but they're not doing for you. And I'm just, like, really, really frustrated about that. I'm, like, I feel bad about blaming them, but it's also, like, it is technically, like, their responsibility. And, like, I can only do so much. And I've tried to communicate with them, but, like, literally, if you don't talk to me, how can I communicate with you? Yeah, these are tears of frustration. They're not tears of, like, sadness. Like, literally, I'm not sad. I'm frustrated. But, like, I cry over everything. Like, literally, I cry. I've cried over something being too cute one time. Like, I literally cry over everything. Like, I don't know why. Everything about me is sensitive. I was even told recently that my period is sensitive. And, like, okay, this is enough about the period. I'm not going to talk about the period anymore. Like, okay, anyways. Like, I think we've all had enough of the period because my last video I had a really gross graphic period story. Like, that did not need to happen. But me being me and me being tired, we didn't think that through at all. Luckily, I did read in the comments, like, where it starts and ends. So, like, you can skip it, okay? But, like, yeah. But, like, I just really hope I can finally get in contact with my uncle today. Because, like, if I can't, then I'm just going to have to do it with my grandma. And like, if he gets mad at me, I'm gonna say I took Uber. Like, she wasn't behind the wheel, okay? And you literally gave me no option, okay? Like, it's not my fault if I put grandma in harm's way or I put too much stress on grandma, because you literally left me no choice, okay? I am not an adult. I cannot do this by myself, okay? I was depending on you and you weren't there. So this was what I had to do, okay? So, like, do not blame me. Do not get mad at me. This is, like, what I had to do because of your actions, okay? Like, or lack of action, basically. Frustration. 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 Fun. Love being frustrated. Like, just love it so much. Also talked about being frustrated about this, like, 2 days in a row now with, like, multiple people. But, like, apparently I just needed to make a video of it, too, because of course I did. Of course I did. Like, I don't know why. I literally need to make a video, like, about everything that I'm dealing with. Because, like, I just do. Like, it's literally become a habit. And, like, I just want to talk about every fucking problem that I have to a video. Not just to people, but to a video. Like, just... What? Okay. Fine. That was gross. Saliva. Yeah. Just so frustrated with the adults in my life right now. Because, like, sometimes, like, I feel such amazing connections with them. And then other times, like, I literally want to rip their heads off because they're so frustrating. Case in point. This week. Just, did they not understand, like, the level of, like, importance of, like, right now? Because, like, all my uncle wants to worry about is what's affecting him and, like, what's, like, currently happening. And I'm just like, okay, but this is the future. Like, this is, like, okay, like, it's just, like, I don't know. It's just, him and dad are similar in that aspect. They both think they're, like, so great. And they're so important. And they're, like, so, like, responsible. And they're, like, amazing people. Which, at times, they can be. But, like, on other times, they can't. And they literally just, like, their true, like, I mean, not true selves, but, like, their bad sides just pop up. And you're just kind of like, I mean, I get it. Everyone has their bad sides. I have my bad sides. Like, I'm literally one of the worst people that I know personally, like, myself. But, like, I also, like, do realize my faults. And that's one of my good qualities, I guess, is realizing my faults. They don't realize their faults, though, so they continue to do it. And they just, like, completely just don't even realize it. And, like, just a little bit frustrating. Also, I almost want to make another video just on the conversation that I had with my dad, because that was a lot too. Okay, I might. Okay, goodbye.